Hello, fellow fragrance lovers, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I have something very exciting because not only am I going to give you my first impression of the one of the brand new Kim Kardashian KKW fragrances by Jeff Leatham, or a collaboration with Jeff Leatham, but this is actually my very first KKW fragrance. I do not have any in my collection. I'll be getting into some reasons why in just a moment, but if you want to know all about this brand new Caramel Orchid fragrance, stick around. I will tell you all about it. I have not smelled it yet, literally just got it, so I thought it would be fun if you could get my first impression, experience the unboxing along with me, and all of that good stuff. So before we get to that, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I am Limelight Lass, and I am all about fragrances that make you stand out and that get you attention. So if that's your vibe, definitely subscribe. I don't always do fragrances or review fragrances that are super loud, but for the most part, that is what I like. So we're going to see if this guy right here fits that profile. So, little background. So, I know Kim Kardashian has a lot of fragrances, and it's a house that maybe I'm missing out on by, not having any, and maybe I'm missing some opportunities. Now, when Kim Kardashian came out with her first fragrance, it was a really long time ago, the one in the black bottle, I was curious. I did smell it, but I was completely turned off by that because those of you who know me, those of you who aren't new, you know, because I rag about it all the time. I hate tuberose. Like, I cannot stand tuberose in fragrances. Very rarely do I find a fragrance that has tuberose in it that I can tolerate. There have been a few sprinkled in here and there, but for the most part, cannot stand it. And that fragrance is a super tuberosy. It's just a mess to me. I did not like it. And I noticed in reading the notes of a lot of her other perfumes, she seems to use tuberose a lot. She seems to like white flowers quite a bit. So that kind of put me off. The other thing is, look, I mean, people have strong opinions about the Kardashians, right? I've watched their show here and there. I do like Khloe a lot. She's my favorite. And I follow her social media and everything. I think she seems cool. I don't know. Then you have the Jenners and all. I don't know. I don't know them personally, so you know what? I'm not going to judge. Maybe they're wonderful people. But the part of me that is hesitant is like, do they need more money? Should I be giving them more money? It's a struggle. If they have so much money, do they need more money? No. But if they have good perfumes, maybe. Who knows? I'll indulge them a little bit. So I saw that this was being released, and I've been getting really into gourmands lately. I didn't typically wear a lot of gourmands before, but I don't know, my nose is changing, and I've been liking sweeter perfumes. So I thought this Caramel Orchid, when I read about it, it sounded maybe up my alley for what I'm liking right now, because I believe it's sweet, but also maybe a little bit like musky or whatever. But let me read you the notes. So the top notes of Caramel Orchid are cacao, Davana, caramel, and salt. Mid notes are heliotrope, jasmine, and ylang ylang. And base notes are musk, cashmere wood, and vanilla. Now, Jeff Leatham, who this is a collaboration with, I didn't know anything about him. I had to look him up, embarrassingly enough. I had no idea who he was. He is a celebrity floral designer. That might be a reason why I don't know who he is, because I'm really not a flower person. I don't really like flowers. I have really bad allergies, so my whole life I've struggled with flowers. I don't typically like flowers I typically don't like fragrances that are completely floral based, but I will say, like, the flowers that are in here, I'm okay with. I do like jasmine quite a bit. So maybe that, and I like ylang ylang. But typically the flowers have to be mixed with something for me to like them. So I don't know. He's a celebrity floral person. And I mean, I looked at some of his work. It looks lovely. I'm just not really a flower. You know, the other thing about flowers, I feel like they're a waste of money. I would rather someone like for Valentine's Day or something, I would rather get a perfume than flowers. So maybe this would be a good idea for V-Day coming up. Okay, now I will say the packaging is really, really pretty. And it's kind of like a matte, like a, I don't know. Yeah, it's just like an interesting texture. The box, love this color. I think it's really, really pretty. And you open it. Now this is really cool. I do like how it opens. And it is like a little vase because he's a flower person. And it's in a little, ooh, it's really heavy. Oh. And then this is suede in here. So, I mean, oh, and there's a very, if you can see it, there's a very faint like print of flowers on the inside. That's cool. All right. And then, oh my God. Oh, there we go. Now this is not very big. It's kind of tiny. I think this was $40. So I got this right from the KKW site. Okay. Moment of truth. We're going to see what happens here. So I'm going to spray this. Okay. Ooh, okay. So initially, well, it's sweet. It is gourmand. I'm trying to see. I'm looking at the notes again just to see if. So, yeah, I definitely get the caramel. And it does have that little like tropical touch, like that heliotrope lang lang type of touch to it. I guess I get a little bit of the salt, but yeah, I do get some of the salt, like that salted caramel type of vibe, but it's not as salty as like Olympia or Olympia Intense if you're familiar with those. Those are really salty. This a little bit. I am getting the vanilla. There is a muskiness to it. Now, in some of the reviews, people were saying that the cacao was really, really present and it smelled like hot cocoa mix or something. I'm not getting that. I'm getting more... of the salted caramel and those flowers. I'm not getting as much of the chocolate. But I don't know, maybe in the dry down. So my first impression is I like it. So yeah, it's really sweet, really sweet. A little bit, you definitely get the musk. The wood is really subtle. So again, I don't know if in the dry down you would get more of the wood. I'm not smelling much of it. It's really like, it's that salted caramel really hits you at first. But yeah, I'm still getting that like ylang ylang pulling through pretty strongly. So I would say that kind of helps to balance it out. So it's not just salted caramel. Has a little more depth to it. But it is nice. Yeah, it almost reminds me of some of the like Victor and Rolf, like Bon Bon and things like that, but it doesn't have that like patchouli in it. So if you like those caramely florals, but you don't like when they have like either a patchouli base or really spicy, peppery, element to them, This is like a mature salted caramel, a floral salted caramel, but without any spiciness or woodiness. Now, I love spiciness and woodiness in my fragrances. I love patchouli. But I know the patchouli note keeps a lot of people from, you know, venturing into certain fragrances that are gourmands, you know, because they have an element like that to them. So I think if you just want a straight up salted caramel floral, if that makes any sense at all. I'm getting the vanilla too. That's definitely present. It's just funny. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting a little bit of the chocolate. But to me, it's more of a milk chocolate. It's not like a dark cacao powder or anything. And it's not like, I'm thinking of like Prada Candy Nights. That is a very chocolatey, like a dark, dusty chocolate powder. Chocolate in this doesn't come off like that to me, to my nose. So overall, you know, I'm going to let this dry down. I'm going to see how it goes. But overall, first impression, because that's what this is, I like it. It's sweet. It's a little bit musky. It has almost a little bit of a tropical floral element to it. So I think this will be great for winter. You know, unfortunately, we have some winter left. But I think transitioning into spring, summer, this is going to be great as well. And yeah, maybe I should venture further into KKW fragrances. Now, I did also pick up, because, you know, to get you know how they always get me on these websites? They say like, oh, if you only spend this much more, you get free shipping. And I should just pay the shipping, right? Because it would save me some money. But I got Body 3, and I actually sprayed that on. And that one I'm liking. So if you would like to see a little more in depth about the KKW Body 3, or if you want to see a little follow-up on this one, then, let me know. I'd be happy to follow up and let you know what I think of it more in depth. You know what I'm realizing? This just occurred to me right now. This is called Caramel Orchid. And there's no orchid. Okay, now that's perplexing. All right, well, I mean, I guess you sort of get an impression of orchid in this. I don't know. That's a little bit strange. Let me know if you know anything about that. Why is there no orchid in this? That's literally called Caramel Orchid. I don't know, but it's a caramel floral. I think it's lovely. And I'm going to give it, the Limelight Lass, 2 thumbs up. So again, let me know what other KKW fragrances I should try. If I like gourmands, I like spicy, I like woody, don't like the tuberose. So that eliminates, I know, quite a few of them. But yeah, I'm curious about what else is out there. So maybe this is a house I have to get familiar with a little bit more. So anyway, thank you for stopping by my channel today. And of course, thank you to everyone who's been supporting me. I really do appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.